Welcome everybody back to the channel, back to another review, and today we're gonna talk about the Japanese tier 5 medium tank, the Type 5 Chinook. Japan didn't have a lot of tanks in the beginning of World War II, and most of them were fairly up to that task. But when they faced the M4 Sherman, the US M4 Sherman, they noticed that tanks were lacking. The Type 97 Chiha and the Type 1 Chiha weren't up to the task of battling it out against the M4. So they decided to improve on the Chiha, incorporating a Type 3 75mm tank gun. And this was a Type 3 Chinook. Chinook wasn't used in World War II in anger, it was kept in reserve for the defense of the Japanese homeland. But it was a good tank. In terms of overall stats, in terms of gun handling, in terms of being up to the task of battling it out against the M4. In Blitz, it's the tier 5 in the Japanese medium line. Quite a potent tank. Armor isn't too good as with all of the Japanese tanks. It's got 50mm on the front, 25 on the side and 20 on the rear of the hull. Turret front 50mm as well. Sides are a bit better than the turret. For hull sides it's 35mm and the rear gets 25 on the turret. You have a fairly low top speed, it's a fairly slow tank. Traverse 34 degrees on the hull and turret traverse 37. But the beauty of this tank lies in the gun. It does good damage, it's a solid gun, it can penetrate even tier 7 heavies, as you can see here, and the gun is very accurate, making it easy to go on to make snapshots over ridges. You can see it here. I'm working the hill here on Canal. It's a tier 7 match. Put one shot into the ankle. He's firing HE on me. That's fine. I'm still on 720 hit points. You get 720 hit points when you mount the top turret, and you need to mount the top turret if you want to get the top gun fitted. We're gonna have a look on that later when we take a look inside of the garage, because there's something funny with the two tanks with the Japanese line. After you've done grinding the Renault Otsu, the tier 1 tank, you can choose between going the medium path or the the medium line or the light line. You can get to the Chinook from the light tank, the Keho, or from the Chiha. And I'd like to recommend you take the medium line and grind the tier 3 Chiha, then the tier 4 Chiha, and you'll end up on the tier 5 Chinook. And to make things even more confusing, we also have a Chito and a Chiri, but those are the tier 6 and 7s. I haven't gone up to the Chiri yet. I have got the Chito in my garage, but I'm struggling a bit to make that tank work. At Canal here things are looking quite good. We have a KV3 left. I'm still left with enough hit points to dive in over here. Take it easy down here. Gonna take the T150 out first. KV3 is on the top and he's moving towards the left, so I can safely move in here. Put a shot into the T150. Move a bit back. Shoot the T150 again, but now I notice that that KV3 is moving not in the direction I was thinking he was moving, but he has come up again to my rear. I'm trying to get out, but I get shot by him. Still, we have two tier 7 tanks left to take the KV3 out, and they will do eventually. A bit hurtful to see them not angling the tank, exposing the sides towards each other. But good win. Get a nice first class medal and a Confederate. No kills unfortunately, but second on the line. That's fine for a tier 5 medium in a tier 7 matchup. Like I said, we're gonna take a look at the tank in the garage. Looks nice in its camo. And here you can see what I talked about before. I have the Kenny and the Keho still in my garage, and you can unlock the Chinook from this gun, the experimental 57mm. It's the second gun you can, the first gun you can use actually on the on the Chinook, stock gun. But that second gun, the 7.5 centimeter Type 99, you can unlock that one on a Chi-He, and that gives you a bit of a head start on the Chinook. The Ka-Ho mounts a gun, the stock gun. It isn't used on a Chinook. And these two guns, you can use both of them on a Chinook. Once you get the second turret, you can mount another tier 4 gun and the top gun, the 7.5 centimeter. Engine wise, nothing you can do on the Ka-Ho or on the Chi-He. No engines to grind. It's a bit unfortunate. Only thing you can do is get the second gun already done, and that's about it. There's not a lot you can do on the Chinook to unlock modules already on the Cheeto, and the Cheeto doesn't get any other guns besides this 7.5 centimeter one. Right, in Armor Inspector, like I said, it isn't a very good armor prover. It's got a slightly bouncy front plate. If you can turn your turret around, you might bounce the occasional shot if you juke back and forth. But basically anything will pen you from the sides. We're looking at the Chinook here from the perspective of the Panzer Kampfwagen 4. Gonna take a look now, Chinook versus Chinook itself. You can see no problems penning the tank whatsoever. Might catch some shots on the tracks. The gun mantlet might bounce a little bit because it's thick. The turret has a sleek profile actually, and those sides are slightly angled back, as you can see here. And because you have good gun depression, you'll be able to peek over ridges. As you can see here, I'm wiggling it back and forth the tank. Never go up in the front line unless you are top tier. Make a team work for you, do some initial spotting, but then back off until the game becomes clear. It's a bit of a thinking man's tank. You'll get punished very, very bad if you are over eager to try and get some kills done. And some of this will be shown in this game on Lost Temple. It's a tier 5 match again. On top tier we have a platoon on our side of one of the new German light tanks, a Leopard. 2 Leopards also on the red team. They also have a KV-1. We have 3 mediums, and I'd like to go towards the temple as usual on Lost Temple. And we'll see how the game evolves from here. I do not want to go towards the left, towards the hills area, the open field, even though I have good gun depression. I'm a bit worried about those German light tanks being able to circle me. I'm not the fastest medium tank around, so I'm trying to take a position over here. Hopefully get a shot off. Some of the team is moving off. Sorry about that. Some of the team is moving off to the left. And as you can see here, we are now threatened on the back by this Panzer IV Ankle Special and one of the Leopards. Our Leopard is going down pretty quick. These German light tanks have a high DPM. They can easily penetrate each other. And there goes the Panzer IV Ankle. I shoot the A20 now. Bit of lag. I did manage to get a track shot. He repairs, and we're already down 1, 2, 3 now. And here you can see in a second what I was talking about rushing in. I'm moving in on his KV. He's gonna be back in the game later, but once I go around this corner, hello everybody, there's just about the whole red team. I managed to put a shot into the Leopard. Wanna get in. Oh, there's a Leopard, there's a KV-1, there is another Leopard. I'm on fire, which is usually a good thing to be on fire, because you can rock about like crazy. But in Blitz it's not too good. I had my multi-pack still there, and now climbing up the hill backwards. Desperate to get a shot on, I don't know, whatever tank I can get a shot on. A20 maybe, hopefully. No. He gets killed by a Hudson, that's good. One shot into the KV. Move back into cover. He hasn't got the gun depression. Luckily he's got the slow loading gun, the fast firing gun mounted 57mm. Leopard takes out the Hetzer. I can't penetrate him with the HE, that's a bit unfortunate, but I do some damage. One more shot and he hasn't got the gun depression or isn't reloaded yet. So I can put another shot and he backs off now. KV, I don't know where he is going. Take a quick look to my right, but he isn't in sight at the moment. Our KV is going down. And I'd like to move down here. Hope for the Panzer Anko not to shoot me. Come on, Chinu. Go, 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 go. Shoot this Leopard. One more kill. And that Anko. He wasn't firing at me, so that's very fortunate. I can put one more shot into the Leopard and get behind cover now. Load high explosive, put one into his side, reducing him to a one-shot kill. Engine fire to 164. And boom! Ooh, yeah, excellent. RNG not in my favor. 1 hit point left and I'm down to 27. Our T-34 is useless. He's going for a cap. And I'm just trying to drive around here, trying to stay alive as long as possible. We're probably gonna lose this match. And here is the predecessor, the Chi-He. Fire at him and another Kaiserbert RNG. 1 hit point left. Why would Jose say why? Nevertheless, I managed to kill the Chi-He. Now we have to deal with this Anko. 1 shot in, quick. I still need to take 2 shots into him. Leopard on the red team is telling me what F. They are pretty much sure they had the game in the bag. I can pop over the ridge now, shoot the Anko. And that leaves just the KV-1. When I look back on the footage to get the review done, I noticed the KV was to my back, but at this moment I was high on adrenaline and decided to mount this hill over here so I can put 1 shot into the KV-4. T-34 doesn't get a shot and he gets killed just before I can shoot this KV. Can I shoot him now? Yes, thank you. He shoots, misses. Excellent. KV-1, big derp gun. So he was reloaded. He shouldn't be reloaded. But like I said, I was high on adrenaline and I'm not quite used to KVs having that 57mm mounted. I was aiming on him. I was thinking about him having a big gun mounted, and he shouldn't be able to out reload me. Right, back to Armor Inspector. The opponents of the Chinook, like in the earlier reviews, I'm picking the same class of vehicles on the same tier because those are your natural opponents. And like none of my opponents have any trouble penning me from the side or from the front with premium ammunition, so have I. And no problem shooting Crusaders, Matilda Black Princess from the side, M4 Shermans, Panzer Kampfwagens 4. They should pose no problem to the Chinook, even if you have the second top gun, not the top one, but the other tier 5 gun. Should be no problem really. If you have the tank fully equipped, full crew, you can put out some 7.5 rounds per minute. It's not extremely high. The Sherman I think does a bit of a better job. But the Chino is a good tank. Trying to take on tier 5 heavies. You saw me do it on the KV-1 in the earlier video just now, and you have no problem shooting through the side of any of the other nations heavies. Here's the KV-1 front plate, easily penned with standard AP ammo. Sides no problem, side of the turret no problem, as long as they sit still. T-14 American heavy no problem. Turret thickly armored, some weak spots on the sides. Same goes for the T1. No problem going through the side of the tank. Frontal armor is a bit better. And like with the other 2 reviews, it's a bit might be a bit boring, but you have to be careful with the tank. You have to use it as a flanker. And here we are on Himmelsdorf tier 5 match with Johnny G3, and fellow Emperor's member. I think he was riding, what was he doing? Oh yeah, SU-85 I. It's a premium tank destroyer, Russian tank destroyer, and it's always a good idea to match up a tank destroyer with a medium, because the medium can be a spotter, and the medium tank can also prevent the tank destroyer from being circled by red mediums. We've got pushed aggressively along the flank, no red sighted yet, one at the base, that's fine. SU-85, can I shoot him? Yes, can shoot him, reset the cap and move back into cover. Not spotted. Going in on the other tank on the base, and it's gonna be the VK3001H. There's the SU again, shoot him again, 142 damage. I call out the target, move into cover until I'm reloaded, and only then do I pop out. I can't shoot the SU anymore, but I can shoot this VK. Quick snapshot across. Thank you very much, Mr. Lee. Reload it again, pop out, shoot him, and reverse. Take one for my troubles, but that's okay. T-49 takes a shot. Juking, and miss. There goes my story about accuracy. Again calling out the target. I want to take out this SU together with Johnny. But the SU is moving along. This Panzer 3/4 is more of a target now. I'm backing up against him to get that big pile of rubble on my back and some cover. Turning again, and the red team, they have a platoon of a T-49 and a KV-1. They have pushed along Banana Road towards our spawn, but it's 4 against 1 now at the moment. No problems for us. Here I'm speculating on this Anko to move there, and I timed it right. Shoot him. One in for my troubles again. But I'm on 2 kills. We are well and comfortable in the lead here. KV-1 should be around here somewhere. T-49 is a bit quicker. Can't shoot him, can shoot the KV. Yes! No, I hit the train. Back now. Turning my tank forward and shooting over the back of the tank. Can't shoot the T-49. He's moving out. Shoot the KV through the front plate. That's fine. One shot in. Yep. That's 3 kills. And one last kill. Don't pop out. Move back, and shoot the T-49. Nice game again. Got me a Top Gun medal and some good damage done. Here you can see the gun depression put to work. Using this Richan on the old Middleburg. Middleburg has been changed in patch 2.6. I don't really understand why it needed to change. I think this map was fine as it was. I can understand people being a bit annoyed at the armored fist, at a lot of vehicles pushing around, pushing aggressively in a wolf pack. But it's also called tactics. It's also about being successful, and if you have more mediums, then you should push for a place where you can outnumber the red team's mediums. Gun depression put to work. Bounce a few shots off the edge of the Ram 2, but this shot goes in a bit more carefully through the gun mantlet. And switching targets again towards this T-34. I'm trying to expose only to one target at a time. Doesn't always work, but I'm slowly working my way here. Why expose more if you have the upper hand? There is a T1 pushing in. I track him. He repairs. One more shot in. Nope, he is back into cover just too soon for me to push. But now we have the 82 well up there, up front. Thickly armored from the front is Tier 5 British tank destroyer. Panzer 4, Panzer 38 to my right. Can put one more shot in. And another one, and another one. And he gets killed now by the Anko, I think. No, it was me who could take the kill. Almost on the move, 5-1 now. Reds are melting away quickly. And just I might just be able to get some more damage done. Shot on the T1, another kill. And can we get the Anko as well? We can be a bit more aggressive here, a bit more ruthless, and not paying attention to our cover really. One more shot into the Anko. Can't get the kill, but 3 kills done. Nice game on the old Middleburg. And that brings us up to the last game of the review. No, it's not the last game of the review. It's the second last game. Again Middleburg. Again a tier 7 match. I'm platooned here with Jesquick. He is also in the Chinu. And you can see it here. We're up on the other side of Middleburg. Again going towards the ridge. T43 is the first one shown, trying to work the gun depression here. I'm not pushing in more aggressively because I'm worried about those 5 red mediums. We have 5 mediums, but they have 5 as well. As it turns out, they have all gone towards the city, but I was a bit worried that I'd run into a major wolf pack and a lot of guns firing away at us. As it turns out, it wasn't. We can safely take out this T43 here. Move in now again. I was with Jazz on TeamSpeak at the time. I am spotted here, so I have to move back. T43 is taken out and it's 1-0 in the lead. There's a red Tiger 1, but none of the other team has been spotted yet. And that must mean they are either at the spawn or have gone all towards the town side. I check red spawn, no one here. There's another spot, Tiger 1 again, and the T-34-85. And I try to take some shots here, no one showing up. Clock is ticking. Red team is around the cap. Jess and I were on TeamSpeak at the time and we mentioned we have to go back. And we have to go back because the red team was probably pushing towards our spawn, might be threatening our back, and you can see it right here. Now everybody is spotted. Can I take another shot into this Tiger? No, no chance. So now it's a matter of taking out this T-34. He's the one who's isolated from the rest of the team. Should be an easy kill. He's still behind the ridge. I can put a shot in now. We are 1 tank down, 1 to 2, engine fire, 1 more shot in, and that makes it even now. Scores even out. Thank you, VK. There's a bit of ramming going on against my poor but beloved Chinu. There's a red Chinu. We are 2-3 down at the moment, and the cap is building up pretty quick. You can see it here. They are with 1 or 2 tanks on the cap. Another tank down, 2-4 at the moment. Chinu. Let's take him out. Quick shot. I should have waited for the reticle to shrink down completely. Nevertheless, tank gets taken out. VK3001D. But as you can see, the clock is building up pretty quick. I'm rushing in to get a shot on T-34, but miss. Full speed ahead. Fire, fire, fire. And oh yes, this one goes in. Reticule wide open, blooming wide open, but I do manage to reset the cap. But is it gonna work? Is it gonna be enough to get a win? We have a Tiger 1, but they have almost full of Tiger 1 on the cap. And a KV2 just takes out one of the tanks. The VK. He can shoot the Tiger 1 now to reset the cap once more. He doesn't get a shot in return. They are focusing on our Tiger 1. There goes Jess. The VK shoots the wall, which is very fortunate because that gives Jazz just a bit of more time to reset the cap. Our Tiger 1 is down very much to a 1 shot, but he wisely retreats behind the buildings. They are both focusing on him, which gives Jazz time again to reset the cap, shoot the KV2. KV2 is slowly turning his turret and only turning its turret. Tiger now. No, big hit from the KV, but because we were aggressive, because 2 of the red team were a bit of a noob team, we do manage to win this game. Tiger dunks a shot, Jess moves in now. I wasn't sure if that KV had already fired, but okay, Tiger takes him out, and that's one more for the win. I think Jess actually managed to ace his Chinu on this game. I had already aced my Chinu on a battle at Black Goldville. It's up on the channel as a solo gameplay match. To end this review, we end up again on Black Goldville. This time it's a tier 5 match. The ace I pulled off was on a tier 7 match. And I'd like to go up towards the caves, and you will notice here I'm again working the ridge line, trying to get a spot. I am spotted myself, so I think there might be someone over there, not to the front. That must mean there is someone to the left over here, because there's an excellent spotting position. That ridge there on the middle ground. Yes, one Chinu, and yeah, that might be the culprit, the T49, who has spotted me. Like I said, I have already gotten an ace in the Chinu. I have several aces in it. It's one of my successful tanks in tier 5. Fairly good stats. Not too much in terms of spotting, only 1.5, but the damage and survival is quite good. And I'm slowly working it around here. Got one shot in from the Enko, but I managed to shoot him again. I'm checking to the left to see if I still have any cover. I do, and I do get this Enko killed. Now shoot the M3 Lee, putting him in place, get a bit of assistance damage, and we can now work this T28. He has gone up, being too aggressive. Chinu, some more risk here, but he's a one shot, and taking him out makes it a bit easier. That's a speculative shot on the T49, but I do think it has penetrated. He has camo mounted. Yeah, shot penetrated. I can see it from the hit points. And now we can work this KV1. Shot on the move goes in. RNG was happy with me in this game. I can get another shot in, and then move down here because this KV doesn't have the gun depression. He has the big gun mounted, unlike the other tank in that earlier game on Lost Temple. That's 4 kills for me, and the last one into this T49. And that wraps up the review with another first class badge, a Radley Walters medal for the Chinu. Like I said, if you want a tank that's got good gun depression, good solid gun handling numbers, then this is a tank for you. It's not a type of tank you take out to brawl with, but it teaches you a lot about the game. I hope you enjoyed the review. I'll see you all later. Cheers and happy tanking all.